Hi everyone, it's Ian Young. I just want to tell you about my course, Daniel and Revelation as Apocalypses. This is BBCL 3601. It's pretty appropriate, I guess, to have a course about apocalypses at the time because people are using the term a lot. So it's interesting to think what did it actually mean for ancient readers of these books. Okay, so Daniel is in the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament. Revelation is in the New Testament. They're actually the only apocalypses, texts that we would call this genre apocalypse, in the Western Bible. What we do is we put them in the context of other ancient writings. And so, for example, we put Daniel in the context of the books, parts of the book of 1 Enoch, which is something that people might have heard of before. Specifically the Book of the Watchers, the Apocalypse of Weeks, and the Animal Apocalypse, because these texts are sometimes contemporary with Daniel. They also show similarities and differences to the way that Daniel does what he does. When we move on to the New Testament book of Revelation, we put them in the context of books called 4 Ezra and 2 Baruch, which actually focused on the destruction of the Second Temple by the Romans in 70 CE. They're written a little bit after that sort of period. So we put these texts there. And so it's interesting that while popularly the apocalypse is mostly these days either, oh, it's an apocalyptic situation, usually we're talking about and focusing on the destruction parts of it. What's interesting is that the ancient apocalypses were actually messages of hope to oppressed people that God was going to set things right. So it's quite interesting to see the different ways that apocalypse actually functions in these ancient texts. And it's a great course and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so this is a 3000 level course, so quite an advanced course in the biblical studies and classical Hebrew major. We have courses this is a course unusual in the sense that it steps outside the core books of the Bible. Our first year courses talk about books like Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings. We have senior level courses. For example, my colleague Gilly has just taught a course in first semester on the prophets, for example. And of course, we stress that people should be learning Hebrew and biblical Hebrew as part of their development as scholars of this sort of literature. So all our courses are absolutely amazing. So come and study with us. I'd love to see you there.